All right, good morning, everybody. This is Christian again. My ongoing series, Thoughts on Living in Las Vegas. This part deals with surveillance. I'll entitle this The Land of Surveillance. So here we are at the West Charleston Public Library. As a matter of fact, I'll go up right here. Okay, I'm just waiting for it to open. It's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. I was wrong in a previous video. I said that these libraries close at 6. They close at 8 most days, except I think on Sundays. So it's 10 to 8 for the most part. So why am I here? Because I just thought about this. The main library, and if you folks actually try to explore Vegas, you'll realize that the main library, the main Clark County Library, is an older structure, probably from the 40s or 30s, I think. This is just a postmodern type design, but you'll see what I mean. It's either on Flamingo or Tropicana, something like that. Just look it up. Now, the Land of Surveillance. The other day, it must have been when I was here in September, I fell asleep on one of the benches inside the library. Obviously, I mean, it's about 110, 115 outside still. And I thought I'd just take a nap. So I fell asleep, actually. And somebody woke me up. And I looked up and I thought to myself, okay, it's a security guard. Fine, that's fine. But then I looked at a person's waist, because they're standing and I'm laying down. I'm trying to get back in a seated position, so I'm eye level at their waist. And lo and behold, they've got a firearm. Security guards in Las Vegas and libraries are armed. And there were actually two of them. And I made a comment to the lady and I said to her, "Wow, why would you need a security guard, an armed security guard, in a library?" And mind you, the libraries here are beautiful, just like anywhere else in the country. And she said, "Well, you never know what can happen. Anything can happen in Las Vegas." And incidentally, that library has a lot of bums, street people. I mean, they're just there to chill. You see them at the tables with their bags, and they're not even reading a book. Oh yeah, if any of you folks ever give Vegas a chance in your plans, either for 2 months, 3 months, however long, grab a library card. They give you a choice of different designs, and I chose one design from this gifted student that drew it up, and that's my icon for my YouTube channel. Yeah, so everyone here is waiting. And this library, this location is pretty quiet. As you get further west on Charleston, it starts looking more suburban rather than urban. And you see what would pass off for nice houses in the area here. You have to get probably about 2 more miles past the library, west of the library. So that's it right there. So another thing too is that Vegas excels at certain things. Obviously gambling, and then if cash handling, and then of course security in all of its myriad forms, all the way down from being a bouncer at a club, armored trucks, casino security, and of course the eye in the sky. Everything here is under surveillance. And you know what? People in Las Vegas are used to it. I mean, every single, even a place of employment usually has a camera inside the main room. It's amazing. Everything here has security, and just like what I was talking about with Midnight the Professional Gambler, there's usually a patrol truck that rolls around most private parking lots. But yeah, this is even here at the library. I mean, yeah, it's normal for a library to have surveillance, but there are probably double the amount of cameras in in a place like a library or bank, double the amount. Okay, so the library is finally opening. Yeah, this is a pretty nice structure, actually. Yeah, and surprisingly, not very many people use the library. I mean, I can entitle this Charleston Library, but I'll call it the land of surveillance because it is. I mean, every stoplight here, I swear, has a camera. It's so bad that I've actually had to tell. Remember the guy from Southern California? He actually changed his plates finally, and he's now, quote, a Vegas resident, end quote, driver's license and all. I told him, you know, the one I was supposed to interview, but you know, he was there, and I was trying to offer him a Cuban. I told him, now remember, don't do this at home, and you have to take everything that I say with a grain of salt. I told him to take off his front license plate. Do not even put it on the front. Keep it in the back the back of the car, the trunk. Yeah, because the camera will nail you, and the fines here are pretty stiff. It's a libertarian place after all. So, okay. All right, so here we are. Yeah, there's probably twice as many cameras even in the library here. They're all over the place. They're all hidden. It's a beautiful library, but look. Has a lecture hall, conference room. Well, check this out. They've got a chessboard here. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know, if it weren't Vegas, I would say this surveillance in this town is insane. I mean, I would never tolerate it anywhere else, but here it's a necessity. Casinos bring greed. Look at that. They even have lectures here. Yeah, everything's nice. It's actually, in some ways, nicer than Seattle. Look at this special area with the artist. Oh, what's his name? Where is it? It's got his name somewhere. There's a bunch of cards here for this guy. I've been here before, of course. I'm just trying to see. Lecture hall. There's a little area that tells you who the artist is. I guess it's gone. I guess he took it out. Look at this. Oh, it's funny. Ask a lawyer. Hell, I should do that for free for people. Oh. Seminars for small business owners. Oh, this is interesting. I love Paris. Enjoy French and American jazz classics performed by Sylvie Boisel and inspired by the City of Lights, including those made famous by Edith Piaf and Maurice Chevalier. This bilingual solo concert, blah, blah, blah. Saturday. Sahara West, Summerlin, West Charleston. Okay. Saturday, February 9th. I might check that out. Feng Shui in the bedroom. They got some neat stuff here, actually, considering it's a poverty-stricken place. Look at this, adult education management support group. I'm looking for different things I can volunteer. You know, do volunteer activities. It's really boring here. I'll take that. I'll do that. Power of letting go. Power of letting go. That's just the Tao Te Ching. Hand analysis. Learn how to. Oh, geez. Basically, psychic reading. But look at this. Okay, there it is. Here he is. Thomas Shea. It's Thomas Shea. Okay, so this is his work. Yeah, this is high quality stuff. This guy would probably be able to get into the UW's, University of Washington's MFA program just on the strength of his portfolio. So these are pretty good. But yeah, it's a land of surveillance. You know, the concept of privacy is a bit skewed here in Las Vegas out of necessity. Okay, so I'll go outside the other entrance of the library. Oh, right. I guess while I'm doing this video, I might as well tell you folks, right next to the library is one of the community colleges. Here at CSUN, the College of Southern Nevada. That's the chain of community colleges here. In Seattle, it'd be Seattle Central, South Central, North Central Community College. Here it's the College of Southern Nevada. You know, here it would be West Charleston, and another location would be the name of the street. All right, so banks here, I swear, this place has better surveillance and security. Ironic, right? Because I almost got carjacked at that Circle Park, you know, a little bit ago. But it's more secure than probably the White House. If you're in a public facility, or one geared for the public, like a library here, or a casino, or a bank, you can't get away with anything. You really can't. I mean, let's say a drunk gambler. You know, I'll just give you a hypothetical here. Let's just say a drunk gambler at one of the casinos, you're playing roulette, and you happen to see a drunk gambler misplace let's say they drop a $100 chip and you put your foot over it, or you cover it up and you take the chip. Believe you me, at least 10 or 15 people monitoring the eye in the sky up above saw it. But so what? It looks natural. I mean, it's not like it's not like the person jacked the chip, but it looks quite natural. So they don't even bother. I mean, there's so much. I mean, as a matter of fact, you remember that one video I did in the stairwell of Palace Station? Well, guess what? That little alcove doesn't have any surveillance, but I'm sure that 3 or 4 people upstairs probably saw me ducking in the alcove to do that video. I mean, like, wow, this guy in an overcoat, or this gentleman here just ducked in for about 15, 20 minutes. It doesn't matter anyway, because I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning when I did that video. But rest assured, folks, there is pretty much nothing you can get away with in terms of surveillance here in Las Vegas. It's just a way of life here, just like gambling. Everyone here has that gambling mentality. That's why I noticed that people on the streets, Vegas drivers tend to be very poor. They're poor and they have no courtesy. However, there is an exception. If it's raining like this, and by the way, this is like the 3rd or 4th time it's rained in probably a month and a half. If it's raining like this, they're actually very, very cautious. It's actually better to drive here in the rain than it is in Seattle, because people in Seattle take the rain for granted. But, okay, now, I might as well just get this out of the way. Okay, you see the sky, right? This is what it looks like in Seattle year-round. But the difference is it can be like this for weeks or months or days or whatever, at least days in Seattle. Here, this will probably be gone by tonight or tomorrow, tonight or this afternoon, or at the very latest 6 o'clock in the morning. It'll be gone. Yeah, so I can't emphasize enough how strange this place is. It's got its good points and its bad points, but overall it's just like the casino. In the end, the casino wins. In the end, it's a bad idea trying to live here full time. You can live here part of the time, and if you decide to live here when you're broken down, like the people in the wheelchairs and the walkers, I mean, completely crippled, fine, because it's the end of your life anyway. And technically speaking, you're only here for a part of your life, the end of your life, not most of your life like a lot of these people are. And, you know, I'm on the verge of just calling a lot of these people suckers, because it's just not worth it. It really is not worth it. You know, there are so many other cities that have more culture, that have more offerings, and you know, it's not the people. I mean, it's not the city itself that make it a city or make it the way it is. It's the people. It's the people that come here out of the woodwork. And I've mentioned to you in previous videos, gambling draws, let's just say gambling draws people that aren't very strong. Sure, tourists gamble, but they're tourists and they leave. People that come here, I mean, they say you have to be strong to live in Las Vegas, but I mean, think about it. It's not that difficult to live in Las Vegas. What they really mean to say is you have to be a person that pretty much has a weak addictive personality or no addictive personality. I know they say, oh, I can quit anytime, or oh, I can go cold turkey, or it's willpower. No. If it were willpower alone, that means a lot of people could quit if it were that easy. But anyway, I'll do another video. I'll do one on Gamblers Anonymous. I'll actually try to find a Gamblers Anonymous group and try to interview one of those people. That way you get more of a flavor of that side of Vegas. Well, of course, right? That's what it all is, gambling. But here, you know, and even in this parking lot, the casinos, for instance, have surveillance in the parking lot. And there's probably a couple cameras here, even in this parking lot. Like I said, there's really nothing you can get away with. It's almost like Big Brother is watching you, 2019, and the venue, Las Vegas. So, yeah, in like the suburban libraries, like in Summerlin, you have, you know, regular people using the libraries. I mean, there's regular people here, but they tend to be people that probably don't work or just have a part-time job or something. I just get that impression. But you know, in a place like this in Seattle, this would be packed. It'd be half full, the parking lot. But yeah, it's a nice building, and getting a library card is easy. But yeah, so I'll end the video here. I just want to let you guys know a little bit about the land of surveillance. You know, in some ways you actually feel more secure in a public setting than anywhere else. But then again, you scratch your butt or scratch your head or do anything, they know you did it. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.